Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light Part 2 for Monday. Before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to my teacher, Master Tsokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so I hope you were able to watch and study the earlier session where a person is trying to look for their true self, and all along it's within them. And so tonight, or this second session, I was doing some pondering, meditation, studying, and I came upon what Confucius said. He said, men's natures are alike, it is their habits that carry them far apart. Let's look at it again. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. Of course, we start out by saying men at that time, the word men represents humanity, okay? But the more important part is to really understand what that means, you have to cross-reference it with other traditions. So let's start with the U.S. Declaration of Independence. Let's see. Thomas Jefferson said, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, and they're endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights." And it's pretty long. You should read it. But the part I want to really focus on, that all men are created equal. Then you cross-reference Genesis. We are all made the image of God. All this put together gives you the truth. Before we go there, it's funny, I remember my teacher used to say, he said, God is super, super smart. God did not give the entire truth to one culture, one nation, one people, one religion. God separated it so that it forces everyone to come together to see the entire picture. It's like all of us have pieces of the puzzle. And that's why no religion has the corner on the truth. And I remember that when I was studying, he would say, okay, to truly understand Buddhism, you have to also study Hinduism, you have to study Christianity. You want to really learn Christianity, you have to study Buddhism, Islam, and different traditions. I'm sitting going, I never heard that before. That's when he sprang it on us, like the truth is actually intentionally separated so that we'll study and we'll get along. Simple as that. So let's go back to the teaching. Men's nature is alike, it is their habits that carry them far apart. I intentionally picked this image of lights or lanterns because inherently all our natures are the same. We are beings of light. The soul, the spiritual self, that is the same. What's different is that spiritual self, the I, how it maneuvers itself. That's why I'm saying it. It's neither male or female, so I guess we come up with it, right? So how it maneuvers itself through different dimensions. So the soul, the spiritual self, is a being of pure energy and light. And so if you look at this image, our natures are all the same. We're beings of light. It's how we do with what we do with the time we have in different lifetimes. So it's the habit. Let's see. Let me make sure I got this right. It is their habits that carry them far apart. So the question is, what is a habit? You break it down. The spiritual self creates thoughts, creates feelings, creates actions. So repeated thoughts, feelings, speech, and actions manifest as habits. Repeated habits manifest as virtues or vices. Repeated or prolonged virtues and vices, you put it all together, that's what you call lifestyle. But the origin is the same. We're all beings of light. It's what we do with the body, the emotion, thought. It's just like we're all, I just make it simple, we're all carpenters. Carpenter. Each of us have a hammer, we have a saw, we have super glue. All of us have it. Right? Some of you might have a nicer hammer. Some of you might have a sharper saw. You might have some super glue. But in essence, all of us are carpenters. So what we do in this time where, in this session or this, whatever, this class or this, actually it's school, right? One lifetime is one school year. How we do in that lifetime is dependent on how we use these tools, how we use our thoughts, our emotions, our bodies. That is what separates us from each other. But deep down, the spiritual self, we're the same. We're all made in the image of God. We're beings of light. As Declaration of Independence says, we're all created equal. We're made in the image of God. We're beings of light. We're sparks from the universal flame called God. That part is the same. Is what that spiritual self does with the tools it has will determine what you create. So if I'm a carpenter, I produce this furniture. That person produces this cabinet. This person produces, I don't know, what do carpenters make? This shelf. It's the same tools. Maybe the tools are not as good, not as sharp, not as whatever, but it's how we use it. As we repeatedly use these tools, those manifest as habits. And those habits turn into virtues and vices that turn into lifestyle. That's what separates all these different carpenters. So when people start complaining, well, I was not dealt a good hand, it's just basically you have different quality of tools, but in the end, it's what you do with them. I'm sure you heard of people who were born in very, very rich, very, very comfortable lives, and they totally screwed it up, right? They end up dying of what? Drug overdose, or they die of getting into crime and getting killed. And you have people who are born in very, very humble beginnings. Poor families, even with some form of, disability. But somehow, they have a hammer that might not be that good. They might have a saw that's not that sharp. They might have super glue that's old. But somehow they were able to work around it, be able to make it work. The hammer that's not so good, they just hit a little more times. Hit the nail many more times. They have a saw that's not so sharp, so they apply more force. The glue is not so sticky, they put more of it. While the other person has super good quality hammer, super sharp saw, super sticky, super glue. But they're lazy asses. And they're sawing, this is too much work. Whatever. Same thing. It's the spiritual self that decides how to use these tools to determine what kind of life they're going to have. I'm sharing that with you because oftentimes people have a tendency to blame, complain, whine. For every person that whines, there's at least 100 people who have worse situation than you and made it work. Right? That's why we always tell people, if you're in a developed country like the United States, you should visit a third world country. And you'll see how people who have a lot less than you do can make things work. And they could be happy. They can be successful. It's what you do with what you have. So our natures are the same. It's what we do with our thoughts, our emotions, our bodies, what we do in our lifestyle that determines whether it's a good life or a terrible one. Now, in order to get that far, the first thing that person has to have is a certain level of identity, awareness. It goes back to the same lesson. In order to be able to handle the hammer, the saw, and the super glue or whatever that tool is properly, you have to first know, hey, who is the carpenter? Who is the operator? Because if you don't, What happens is you let the hammer, the saw, and the glue decide what works. Make sense? It's just like having tools, but you let the tools decide what product you produce. Does it make sense? So that's why meditation is very, very important. Meditation, as I always say, is not just trying to fix something. Unfortunately, that's what people say. Well, I gotta meditate because I'm stressed out. I gotta meditate because I need more intuition. Well, you're saying you don't have enough, right? So people always, not always, but many think of it like, I need to do my spiritual practice because life is really screwed up. I need to fix it. When in reality, it's because you're doing your meditation and spiritual practice that allows you to handle life much better. See the difference? The syntax is reversed. Most people meditate to fix something, when in reality, you meditate so you know who you are and you're able to handle life. Ta-da! Make sense? But the good news is, if that's what it takes to get a person to do their spiritual practice is pain and problems, in the end, it still works out. Clear? Okay. So that said, let's do our meditation and we'll see how deep we can go. Shall we? Take your left hand, tap your heart center. Take your right hand, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. Repeat after me silently. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I'm not this body. It's a good body, but that's not me. I'm using it. I'm not any of my feelings and emotions, no matter how intensely great and intensely terrible. Those are not me. I created them. They've abused to me, but they're not the I. I'm not any of my thoughts, no matter how brilliant the thoughts are or how dumb they are. Those thoughts are not the I. I created them. I am the mover of this body. I'm the creator of these feelings, or the feeler of these feelings. I'm the thinker of these thoughts. That I is the soul, the spiritual self. Silently say, I am the soul, the spiritual self. Be still. I am that. I am that being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. That is my true nature. We are all made in the image of God. Be still. I am the soul. I am a being of radiant light. I am one with my higher soul. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God, meaning we're still growing and evolving. I am one with God. That's always been our true nature. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There is only oneness. Be still. Now open your hands in blessing. We'll do the meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Chua Kok Sui. So be aware of your heart in your hands. Just say our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. So be aware of your heart in your hands. Imagine the earth in front of you. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's recall people who are going through challenging times in their life, with their health, with their finances, with their relationships, even their spirituality. Visualize their lives turning around, getting better and better in all areas, and continuously bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the absence of spiritual light. It is also the ignorance of one's true nature, a being of light. So may all be blessed with spiritual awakening. So be it. And where there is sadness, let me sow tremendous amount of joy. Just be aware of your heart in your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light, blessing every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light, spiritual light, and joy. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just be still. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow that golden light to just flow down through our hands and fill the entire earth. Just say, our souls are one, our spirits are one. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed. So be aware of your crown in your hands and fill the earth with beautiful golden light. Golden light. So be it. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown, take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light even brighter than before pouring out of our hands and fill the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may every being in every dimension and every direction be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Bless the people who have been kind to you. Bless them with peace, with love, and with kindness. Bless the people that have hurt you. Bless them with peace, with love, and forgiveness, which is a form of kindness. So be it. May all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Just be still. Allow the blessings to just continuously flow through us. You can bless your family, your friends, or your relatives. Let that energy spread to the people you work with. Let it spread to the city, your state, your country. Let it fill the entire earth. Let that beautiful golden light also focus on the country of Ukraine. Let there be peace. Let there be divine order. So be it. With God's blessing, let this war end now. So be it, so be it. So it is. With God, all is possible. So it is. Let that golden light spread everywhere throughout the entire earth. May all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. So be it, so be it, and so it is. Now lower your hands on your lap, keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. On top of your crown, imagine a beautiful golden flame. Just a little flame floating above your head. Just look at it. From your heart, send a stream of love up to the crown and into that golden flame. And just stay there. Be still. Just keep observing that light. As you keep observing that light, you get drawn closer and closer. You enter that beautiful golden flame. Be still. Allow your awareness to drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. And you have a realization. You are that light. Be still and listen. Om. Allow your awareness to drift deeper and deeper into that light. There is only light. Om. Your consciousness is swimming in the light. Om. Be still. Be aware of that brilliant light. There's nothing but light. Be still. Let go. Remember your true nature. Being a brilliant light, divine light. Just silently say, I am that light. That light am I. I am that light. That light am I. I am that light. That light am I. Be still. Let go. Will take you higher. Let go. Experience your true nature. Brilliant light. There's nothing but light. I am that light. That light am I. I am that light. That light am I. I am that light. That light am I. I am the light. Be still. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly, slide back into your physical form, into your physical body. You can move your fingers and your toes. That helps you come back faster. Raise your hands. First, imagine all the people you love. Visualize them in front of you. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. Just flood them with so much golden light. Flood them with unconditional love and kindness. So be it. Now, be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light downward into the earth. Fill the earth below us with golden light. And repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, so be it, and so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you in full faith. So be it. Okay, it was a short meditation, but if you're sensitive, you notice we added a little bit of secret sauce to just crank up the frequency. So you're welcome to come back and study this again and again, just like the earlier lesson. A lot of you going through challenges in your life. You have to remember the challenges in your life are not happening to you. They're happening outside of the I. So what we perceive as good times or bad times is not the soul, not the spiritual self. It is something we are constructing with our thoughts and emotions and our actions based on what's happening outside of the I. The I is the only thing that's permanent. Everything else is ever changing. As the saying goes, everything is subject to change. You cannot change, but you can change yourself. Now, how do you change yourself? You're not changing who you are. You're changing the way you respond to what's going on outside of you. As long as you realize it's happening outside of the I, you're in control. The minute you identify what's going on as the I, you're screwed. That's it. You're dragged into the mud. Just keeping it real. So as you keep doing your meditation and your spiritual practice, you are maintaining that awareness that I am the center of my universe, center of my circumference. This is my vantage point. From there, I can regulate my body, regulate my emotions, regulate my thoughts. That's it. It's been the same lesson from day one. So I hope you learned something. Continue to study, and we will see you on Wednesday for Anchor to Light. And we'll have a short lesson and then meditation. Okay. Namaste, everyone. And we will see you on Wednesday. God bless. Take care.